Welcome back to another
Yo.
edition of the High Impact Podcast, man. As you know, I go by the name of the world famous DJ OKTOBA. Got my brother DJ KROOK on the block or the studio clock in the building with me, man. Welcome to another edition of the High Impact Podcast, man.
Believe that.
Listen, it's been a busy week, man. We got a lot to talk about today. We're going to get right into it. Before we do, make sure you click on that link. Follow us at the High Impact Podcast. Alabama Hip Hop Radio. Make sure you download the app. Make sure you listening every Wednesday and Friday at 9 p.m. We live on Alabama Hip Hop Radio, man. It's a new way to listen. Don't forget. DJ KROOK, how you feeling today, brother?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good, bro. How about yourself?
Hey, man, I can't complain. It's another beautiful day in the Port City, man. Hey, speaking of Port City, man, I saw something this weekend, man, made me proud. Felt like a proud uncle, man.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with these young men, man, but I seen an article about Tulonis, the famous clothing brand that originated from the four guys from Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
these four men, their net brand is worth $17 million.
Oh. Wow.
Starting in Mobile, I remember these guys used to be at the barbershop selling shirts out the back of the Sprinter van. $17 million. I seen them on the Big Facts podcast. I seen them all over Atlanta, man. Shout out to Chris Polk, all them boys, man. Damien, very proud of y'all. Shout out to Wild Wayne, the whole squad, man. So
Yeah.
big ups to Tulonis, man. We got a lot of good. You got any good independent clothing artists, or not clothing artists, independent clothing?
Yeah, I mean,
man?
well, you know, first off, shout out to Tulonis. I went to the same school as a lot of the people that was, you know, basically some of the founders, and so I knew about them the whole time. It's just that it seemed like every time they was doing something, they always had the right thing going on, and it just kind of like took over the city like a tidal wave. Like, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, it was just like, that's the brand. And so
They blew up.
you know, they go hard. I know my homie Tony Davis, Secret Scientist.
Secret Science is
Clothing,
definitely hard.
he go hard. I saw the people, I think, who was that wearing his stuff? But True Freshman.
True Freshman, yeah.
They go hard. Like, I feel like a lot of you know, clothing designers from the city just go hard. And I try not to be biased, but I don't think I'm biased when I'm saying Mobile got some of the most bum-ass clothing, I mean, in state of Alabama, but Mississippi too, though. Like, I've gobbled them up, and so I know ATL got their thing going on, but, I mean, I would just say as far as Mobile, the whole state of Alabama, down here in Mobile, we got the best clothing designers, hands down, if you ask me. And I'm not just saying that because I'm from Mobile. I'm saying that because I've seen other brands, and they just don't have that ick factor. Like,
You're not biased. You're not biased. You're right. You're right.
Like,
you know, Mobile is one of them spots, man. The clothing brand. Oh,
Yeah.
can't forget Black Renaissance, Studio Junkie. Shout out to Torres. Shout out to Darius, Infrared. Can't forget all the clothing lines out the city, man. Young Hood, Hood Child.
Yeah.
Shout out to OG.
But as far as the 17 mil goes, I mean,
That's major.
at this point, I expect that because they've been dibbing and dabbing in other ventures now. Like, I see they had, like, restaurants going,
They have
investment
the,
properties.
The Airbnb
The
downtown
Airbnb
on the
downtown,
corner.
like some of that stuff made
Super
the
dope.
news. Like, everybody watching what they got going on, and people is upset that the Airbnb that they already got up is too high. But it's like, what you think they supposed to do? Make it super affordable so everybody coming in and mess it up?
Man, listen,
Hell
everything
no.
them boys do is top notch. I've been to the warehouse in Atlanta,
Yeah.
bought clothes, man, super sweet layout. Been in the Airbnb, super dope layout. Like, everything them boys do is top notch, man.
Yeah.
So salute to Tulonis.
I think we ought to do like one of our shows from the Tulonis Airbnb or even from the factory. Like,
book it. It's on Airbnb. Go to Airbnb
Yeah.
and book it. We can go
And
down
book
there.
it.
We can film it.
you know what?
Do the whole thing, man.
I
I'm
think
with
we
it.
might do that, man.
I'm with it.
On
I'm with
season
it.
2.
Hey, man, on season 2.
We
That's
going
right,
live
that's
on,
right.
on location.
Hey, man, but like
Yeah.
we say, man, Mobile has talent. I mean, it's just an abundance, either from sports and athletes to music to fashion. Like Mobile is a very special place. For such a small market,
Yeah.
it's a lot of talent come out of this market, man.
Yep.
Speaking of Mobile, man, it was a lot of new music dropped this week.
Yep.
But I cannot lie.
Yeah.
The album I've been bumping since all weekend,
Yeah.
BSC Ziggy, Friends, man.
Huh?
If you don't know, man, go check it out, man.
Bro, I forgot until like an hour ago that it was even up. Like I mean, I just totally forgot about it.
Man, Ziggy got a hard one.
I
No
gotta go
skips.
check it out.
No skips. I can't lie, no skips, man. That's one of the hardest albums I heard from in a while. And the thing that I like about it, I don't usually like this from artists, but it's no features. It's all Ziggy. It's a little different. He talking to the ladies quite a bit, but he's still on his, he's still on his bullshit. So
Yeah.
big shout out to BSC Ziggy, man, the whole squad, man. Also, Glorilla dropped a new album called Glorious. Have you had a chance to peep that?
Actually, I have not, but I've heard all good reviews from it, and I'm gonna be honest with you, she go hard, man. I don't know if she got ghostwriters or not, but I like everything I've heard from her thus far. So,
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I've been seeing a lot of hype and stuff on Facebook. I listened to the album. No cap. It's hard. It's very hard.
Yeah.
I'm not usually a bandwagoner when it comes to the music, but man, that song she got with Sexy Red, What You Know About It, that remix of the Wipe Me Down, they redid the Wipe Me Down.
Yeah.
Banger.
Banger.
She got one with Lotto. She got Meg Thee Stallion. She got some heat on this album, man.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go check out that Glorious, man, by Glorilla, man. Big shout out to Glow. I know CMG been going through a lot lately, so they needed this little sunshine right here, man.
It was fire, and I mean, I just continue to be surprised about everything she come out with, because every time you feel like, okay, that's her ceiling, she come out with something even more fly.
Yeah, Glow.
So, I mean, shouts out, CMG.
Whatever she been over there doing, she definitely got the sauce. Right now, Glorilla is probably the #1 female artist in the nation.
Yep.
I think she's bigger than, at this time, I think she's bigger than Nicki, Meg, all of them. Lotto's been dropping a lot of heat. I just seen she dropped a new video for Brokey. Not my favorite. I ain't riding around listening to that, but, you know.
I think she just tried to catch something in the wind and just tried to roll with it, but it didn't really land like it was supposed to.
It's a bop. It's a bop. You know what I'm saying?
It's a bop.
You can listen to it.
It's not going to be one of those longer lasting type charted songs, in my opinion.
As a DJ, you can play that in the club. That with the Big Mama. What you gonna do for Big Mama for her birthday?
That one there's a little bit. Yeah, that one there's a little bit.
Yeah, the ladies
I
gonna
think that's
sing
stronger
that
there.
at the top of their lungs.
Yeah,
Every time
yeah.
you play it, man.
Yeah.
Also in hip hop news, Rod Wave dropped a new album called The Last Lap. Did you get a chance to check that
Now
out?
I did hear that one.
I figured you'd be on the ride.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't got nothing against Rod. Like, I think he's hard. It's just that I can't listen to him without immediately being like, you know what? Let me turn that Derez Deshaun back on. Because when you talk about pain music, I think Derez make real pain music, and Rod Wave just makes sad music. Like, man, let me tell you something. If you lost somebody, or you in a bad mood, or you just in a painful mood, Rod Wave will make your ass feel sad as hell. That's different from No Cap and, even Future. Like, some of their stuff might be pain oriented, but it ain't gonna make you just feel so sad where you just want to just stay in a rut. Like, that's how Rod Wave make me feel. I mean, every song ain't like that, but I just never did super duper lock in because it was so doggone sad. Like,
Okay. I mean, you don't hear a lot of Rod Wave in the nightclubs. He's more of a radio touring artist. I hear a lot of him on the radio. I hear him a lot I don't hear him a lot in the clubs, but I did like the fact that he has a feature from Mobile's own Rallo Rodriguez on here called Jersey Numbers. It's the last song on the album. And man, I'm not gonna lie, that one getting some spin. That one's in repeat.
Yep.
So yeah, shout out to Rod Wave, man. Rallo Rodriguez, the whole camp, man. So like I say, we had a good weekend of music. It was a good week of music. A lot of good music dropped. So make sure you go get that Glorilla, that BSC Ziggy, all that, and don't forget October 22nd, Volume 3 is on the way. What we got? Oh, we about a week away now. It's go time, man. It's go time, man. We going all the way
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna definitely pull up on you, man, and show you some support, man. I think that nobody really giving you your flowers yet either, man. And I mean, I don't think there's anybody DJ wise that's been in the community on a mixtape networking level that's trying to make people see what really need to go on. Like I mean, this is 5, 10 years in the making. Even on down the Run Mob and even the stuff before. Like I don't see nobody else putting in the work that you putting in. I mean, it seemed like you had an event every week for a minute. So shout out to you, man. Shout out to Ock, man. His birthday coming up. Y'all pull up, show him some love, give him a gift, cash app him. You feel me? Like let's show some real love, man, for one of the real DJs doing what DJs are supposed to do, which is network and keep everything music oriented. That's what's up.
I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate the flowers, man. Like I say, Oktoberfest is October 22nd, man. That's a Tuesday night. Y'all pull up. We at 509 Live. You see the flyer back here. Pull up, man. I got some special guests coming, man. I got people coming from Atlanta, Tampa. I got some special guests coming,
Yeah.
man. It's gonna be one of them nights, man. If you've never been, it's gonna be one. We're not doing a whole lot of performances. I got some special guest performances. Somebody told me they was gonna sing me a birthday song, so I'm looking forward to that one, man. I ain't gonna call you out by name because, I don't like the false advertise, but
Yeah.
Definitely pull up, pop out, man. October 22nd, Oktoberfest, and October 22nd, Volume 3 dropping on all streaming platforms, man. So
Hard.
it's October, baby. What you want to do? It's my month. The whole month is my month.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But shout out to everybody, man, in the city. Everybody who on the album, man. Crook, I gotta get you to play some of these songs, man. I want to give them a sneak peek, man.
Yeah.
If when you get a chance, pull that Southwest up by my dog Jack Frost, man.
Yeah.
I also got one. Yeah, I mean, listen, I got some heat on here. I ain't gonna even go too far into it. I got some heat on here, man. Make sure y'all hit that link, subscribe, and follow us at the High Impact Podcast, man. And click that bell, man, so you get notifications. We drop every Wednesday. We like clockwork, baby. It's like clockwork. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Hey.
It's coming out. It's coming out the mic now, but I ain't got my aux.
Okay. Well, no, don't give it to him like that. We got to give it to him the right way. We got to
They
give
can
it to
still
him
hear
the
that
right
it's
way.
hard because I mean I heard you playing it.
We
earlier.
got to give it to him the right way.
All right, well y'all just go get that thing, man. Download it, when it come out. And what about pre-orders, man? You gonna be blessing some people or what?
Man, listen, we gonna have some for the DJs. I'm doing 12-inch vinyls. So if you really spinning on vinyl, I got some 12-inch vinyls for the DJs.
Wow.
You got to tell me you want them though. I know Roski getting some. I know Luke getting some. I know like Sweat. Those DJs who I see spinning on vinyl all the time. Definitely got to bless them. But yeah, man, like I say, it's a special occasion, man. It's a special occasion.
I like that.
Hey, you was talking about platforms and Run Mob. One of the biggest platforms on the Gulf Coast in history. You know what I'm saying? I saw another platform, man, called The Debut. Are you familiar with The Debut in Atlanta?
No, I ain't heard of it yet.
Okay, so The Debut is a music platform where artists can get to go feature their songs and perform their music. And the show is hosted by Poison Ivy, Boosie's daughter.
Okay.
So they have been on fire lately. I've seen there's a guy from Mobile named RBM Bread. I seen him on there. I know Frost has did one, but I was more intrigued because they had a new guy called Lil Bailey 9. He's out of Mississippi. He just got a deal. And remember the guy Fat Mac got the deal with Santa Ana?
Uh-huh.
Lil Bro did the same thing. So congrats to Mississippi artist Lil Bailey. He just signed a deal with Alamo Records in Santa Ana. So he's on the same label as Fat Mac. And I think this was a label that Drake had some affiliation with. Was that correct?
Yeah. I think 2 of them are going to be from that Alamo or was on Alamo.
Mm-hmm.
Alamo is pretty big.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's kind of like the new age Koch records. Koch had all those rappers back in the day, like BG and all that kind of stuff. So, shout out to Alamo, and y'all watch out. I mean, they got some real setups coming on.
So, Crook,
Yeah.
you have I know people don't give you your flowers, but Crook has been a super publisher. He knows everything about publishing, getting your money, making sure all your samples and everything are clear. He knows it all. Crook, and in 2024, are artists still looking to get signed to major labels? I know in the past we've talked about, um, all the firings, all the execs quitting all these record
Yeah,
labels.
yeah.
Is getting signed to a record label, whether it's Alamo, Santa Ana, the new Busback Records, is getting signed to a record label still a thing? Is that what artists should be striving for?
So your direct question was, is getting signed what artists should be striving for?
Yes.
My answer to that is probably not. And the reason why is because when artists try to get signed to a label, what they really looking to do is to find somebody to unload all their baggage on and to say, you know what, I got major potential. You know how to do the stuff that I don't have time to do. So, boom, here you go. I don't want to do none of that anymore. You make me a star. I'm gonna focus on the music. That's what
Mm.
artists. That's what artists think about when they think about record labels. Somebody to take a load off on and have them do all the hard, dirty work. Well, not dirty work, but all the heavy work. So, if that's what you're looking for, this ain't the day for that. A record label is kind of like a central nervous system. They know how to. It's kind of like Coca Cola, right? Um, if I want to get my drink or my record into every store, whether online or an actual physical store, I'm gonna contact the distribution company, Coca Cola, because I want them to do what I can't do. I don't have the network for it. So if you are known, right, in a certain area, and the only issue is you don't have exposure, I got real bad news for you. That's about a million other artists' issue is that they don't have enough exposure. So you have to understand what your role is and what the role is of a label. Today's label is really obsolete because we can distribute our own CDs now. We couldn't do that 25, 30 years ago. You needed a label to distribute your music. They didn't have CDs 40 years ago. They didn't have CDs 35 years ago. So I say that to say this. Now they have given us the tools to be our own label. So why you gonna give it to them? They do a half-ass job, right? Because they don't put no money into you. Because you got people making the decisions that don't know music. That was my issue was. So they put all their money in the places where it shouldn't be. A lot of the times, I won't just down every label. There's a lot of smart people out there, professional people that know what they're doing. But everybody's doing these musical chairs because they just regular workers. They just so happen to work in the music industry. So uh, they should definitely not strive to be signed to a label. And because you can do all that yourself, you just got to have the money. That's the only thing the label can give you is money at this point.
So that was my next statement. A lot of these artists are looking for advances and budgets from a label to help them, like you say, do the heavy
I could
work,
just
do
go
the
borrow
marketing.
100 grand from a bank or from somebody that's the only thing. This is what a record label is. This is what they've been reduced to. The record label is a bank. They say, look, we're gonna promise you $100,000, but this $100,000, y'all see the hundred when they say 100. The contract gonna say 100, but guess what? What you gonna actually get in your pocket could be less than $5,000. Then
Mm.
they say, oh, we'll go to the studios. You let us know the producer you want, and we'll pay for it. So you gonna see none of the money, and then they're gonna spend little to no time marketing it, little to no promo material, like uh, freaking yeah, just like banners, posters, QR codes. You gotta have promo kits for the DJs when you go from state to state. Man, you know how many people came to our state, bro, and didn't hand us nothing in our hand with these people's music. They just wanted us to go online and do it. So I ain't getting nothing exclusive then. That's what DJs is for, to break records. So if you come in my town and you don't give me no jump drive, you all the way on the wrong time. So it's they don't know what to do. But I can give you $100,000 and tell you got to give me 350 back. That's what the label's doing.
It's like title pawn. You pawning your soul.
Yeah,
So we gonna give you 1,000, but you gotta pay us back
yeah.
4,000. So
But let me key you with the financial setup though. If I got some financial heads listening to me, okay, I give you 100,000, right, in music money, right? So you don't see none of that money. I'm just telling you, I done spent $200 an hour on studio time, and it didn't add it up. But guess what? When at the end of the day, when I drop you as an artist,
you still owe.
you still owe. But guess what? The record label don't care about you not paying. Cause guess why? They're gonna sell your loan to somebody else that's really gonna chase you about the money, and then they're gonna sell a loan for $10,000. So guess what? They actually made $10,000 off the deal, off investing 100 grand in you.
Mm.
They made money off of you. You think they crazy because they invested in you? No, they not. They not gonna lose, knowing you ain't finna do nothing. Because odds are, even with the successful artists, they not charts. It take a lot to get on those charts.
Okay. So man, there you have it. So speaking of labels signing artists, Mobile's own Young Blue just signed a new female group called Imagine.
Yeah,
I've been doing a little research on them. Three
Yeah.
young ladies,
yeah.
nice looking young ladies.
Okay.
I'm waiting to hear their music. I also seen that he's wrapping up his album with Kirk J. I think we talked about Kirk J not long ago. So it looks like Blue is wrapping up an album with Kirk J. So he's been doing some
And
stuff
Kirk
with
J
artists.
is the country artist.
Kirk J is a country artist. Remember, he did a country song,
Yeah.
and it went.
Yeah. So let me ask you this.
It was
So
pretty good.
the new group, this is an R&B group.
Yeah, R&B group called Imagine.
Okay. All right. So because I'm trying to get straightened out here, and I'm just asking the questions that anybody else would ask. So what about the other artists that he's had? Are they dropped? Are they on the shelf? Did the deal not even go through? Like, if I'm Imagine, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, well, you know what? Yeah, I'm different, and yeah, it may not worked out the way that they wanted it to work out with the other artists. I understand that angle, but I'm also, as a parent of these young women, because they don't look real old. They look like they got mom and daddy probably right there in their corners. Hopefully, uh, as a parent, am I concerned about this whole thing? Because there's a certain stigma of when the record label head is the artist themselves. There's a natural concern that the artist doesn't know how to delegate the time, the money, and the effort into pushing that artist. So, should Imagine's family be concerned about this deal? Because, I mean, it seemed like, man, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of him signing these people and signing, and it's not really working out.
So let me say this. Okay, so I know a while back he had made some posts on social media saying that he wanted to sign. I think it was Daniel Davis from Mobile and Bianca Clark,
Okay.
Queen B.
Yeah.
Shout out to Daniel and Bianca. But I think it was more of an inquiry. He pulled him up there. He got him up to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I know he got Bianca up there. I know another young lady, Flo Rivers. That's my birthday twin too. Shout out to the Libra gang. I know Flo went up there and did some music with him.
Yeah.
But I don't think any contracts were signed. I think it was an opportunity for them to collab on some music, and I think he really wanted to work with some Mobile artists because a lot of people,
Yeah.
as big as you get, you still want to be able to come home and do some stuff with the people from your hometown. So,
Yeah. Okay.
shout out to Blue for that, for trying. I don't think it went too well, but
Okay.
Imagine, good luck to you, young ladies.
Yeah. And I mean,
you know,
every artist is different. I'm not saying that it's gonna fizzle out. I'm just saying that there have been some rumblings, and of course, with us being in the music field, I'm not liking everything I'm hearing. I don't think that Blue did anything wrong, but I do think that even if they talking, I know they might be happy about being signed, but I feel like Blue should at least say, you know what, this is what happened with the last situation. I don't want that to happen with y'all, because I think it's still always about communication. And with you being a superstar, it's going to be easy to lose communication because you're going to be wrapped up in your own career. So I would just say everybody stay connected and stay on that level of being able to communicate freely, because once that's gone, everything, all bets are off. And that's just advice, really.
I agree with you. I think it's hard for labels that are ran by artists. I've seen a few artists who have run labels and brought other artists under them that have been major successful.
Yeah.
Gucci Mane is one of them. They have some success. They might perish a little later, but
no, I mean, look,
Yo Gotti is another one.
Yeah.
Glorilla, Moneybagg Yo, Black Youngster. So it's some artists who can bring artists into their fold.
But let me clean up the whole Gucci part though. Yeah, the new wave of artists that he has signed, yeah, they may have had some things happen, but you got to remember the OJ, the Juice Mans, the Waka Flockas, like they had careers, you know.
Yeah, they had careers. None of them are really doing music now, but
they not doing music now. But they had success is what I'm saying. I mean, it's gonna be hard for everybody to stay at the top of their game for 20 years. Like,
absolutely,
you know, Drake and LeBron, like they make it look easy, but a 20-year career like Jay-Z, like Snoop Dogg, like, but you know, like Snoop really just.
Can you think of any artists that Snoop really brought out, like brung to the forefront? Like, I know he had like Dog Pound and when they were doing the whole Chronic thing, but I feel like that was more of a Death Row, Dr. Dre type
No,
of thing.
I was just saying as far as like relevancy for 20 years or more.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I agree, but I'm just sitting here
Snoop bring out. Now I think Snoop was one of the ones that was brought out.
Yeah,
you know.
Dr. Dre brought Snoop out.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre brought 50 Cent. Dr. Dre brought Eminem, and you know.
And Dr. Dre really at a certain point when he connected with Tupac, it was on and popping. And then you got, you know, the Outlaws, like they wasn't just a super heavy group, but back in that era, people wasn't burning CDs.
Oh yeah.
You know? And so you had to listen to them, and so they had some success. You know, not a whole lot, but they did have some success.
Yeah. R.I.P. Edie Amin. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Pac, Machiavelli. Yeah, man, they were heavy on the Machiavelli album. So yeah, absolutely. But no, I think that is pretty difficult for artists to sign with another artist, because I think like when you have people like Jermaine Dupri, Diddy, no Diddy, you know. All the artists that these men have touched, Diddy.
Yeah.
No Diddy. Pause, no Diddy.
Who's that guy that just came out and said, "Don't say no Diddy around me. I ain't going for it. Diddy is real. I ain't got nothing against Diddy." Somebody just said.
I mean,
that,
I don't have anything personally against Diddy. Other than I didn't get invited to the parties, but you know, I don't have nothing against Diddy.
You wanted to get invited to the parties?
Yeah, just for research purposes, so I can come on the show and talk about it intelligently.
Oh, okay.
That's all. You know. I mean, I
don't
got
think
my
there's
own
gonna be
baby
a lot
oil.
of reporters at the parties.
Yeah, no, they definitely take your phones, and we saw pictures of them getting on the boats and stuff like that. But look, we're not gonna go into the super villain known as Diddy today, man. Hey, listen, this is the High Impact Podcast, man. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're talking about the Tesla robot. Crook, you gonna buy you a Tesla robot? 20 to 30 bands, man. It's the cost of a car. You get your own personal made. If this shit ain't iRobot, the movie coming to life, the robots even look like, we'll be right back, man. The High Impact Podcast.
I got your answer.
Yep. Stop it.
There it. Woo-hoo. You warmed up now?
October 22nd will never be the same. It's the coldest DJ on the planet, goddammit. Oktoberfest 2024 at 509 Live. It's going down. 270 Dolphin Street, Mobile, Alabama. Oktoberfest. October 22nd, DJ Loot in the mix. And the master of ceremony is yours truly, DJ Dirty Dan. Wow. With the Alabama Hip Hop Radio family. Get there early, because doors open at 5 p.m. and it's free until 7. Come celebrate with the coldest DJ on the planet, goddammit. It's DJ October birthday bag. Oktoberfest. Tuesday, October 22nd.
Hey, man, welcome back to the High Impact Podcast. This show is sponsored by Alabama Hip Hop Radio and Oktoberfest 24.
In full.
Tuesday, October 22nd at 509 Live, man. Make sure y'all tap in, man. Hey, Crook, we've been talking about some stuff today, man. Listen, I saw something on the internet, on Beyonce's internet, that one of the hip hop legends is retiring from performing.
Yeah.
T.I. announced that he's retiring from performing. He said, I appreciate y'all for offering me my last working gig because I do not need the money anymore and I will not be performing. I don't want to do it anymore. Don't want people to pay me to hop around and sweat for their entertainment anymore.
You know what that says to me?
Rich nigga problems.
What that said to me, first of all, T.I., he really just disappointed me with this. And it's not because he tired of doing shows. Number one, we know that this is in direct connection to the fact that you just were awarded $71 million in a lawsuit, basically an NIL deal that never got paid.
I think it was 17, but yeah.
And no, it was 71, bro.
Total.
I triple checked it. Yes.
Total.
Yeah, 71 total. But that tells me that you've never owned or possessed 71 million, because if you go straight to retirement after the well, first of all, let me say this: the money, the ink ain't even dry, cuz. Like if I had to give up 71 mil, I would appeal. So I feel like the money not even there. Secondly, you already announced your retirement, because this is because of it. Like, let's just keep it real. And third, how dare you? That's right. How dare you downgrade what you've already been doing and what other legends of hip hop are still doing? And you say, I'm tired of hopping around the stage and sweating to entertain y'all. Hey, look, it's the entertainment business. So come on.
And
maybe I'm being harsh, but I mean, that's the way I see it.
I disagree. I don't think it has anything to do with the 71 million. I've
the same week that they announce it out of your 20-year career, this happens to be the same week.
I'm speaking from a place of experience. Shout out to Jay Simon, Road Killers. We went on tour with T.I. For some of these artists, and I know it's not all of them, but some of them, T.I. has been putting out music constantly for the past 20 years, right?
Yeah, he
Every
got like
time
5
T.I.
albums.
He performs the same set of songs.
Okay.
None of the new songs. I think the newest song he was performing was All About the Money. So after a while, I know as entertainers and artists, you're not supposed to get tired of performing the same song. But after a while, bro, you get tired of doing that same set every night.
But guess what? If he was making the tour money,
bro, this man done bought seafood restaurants. Him and Killer Mike just opened up Bankhead Seafood. T.I. owns several establishments in Atlanta. He's definitely not hurting for money.
Yeah.
Before the lawsuit, after the lawsuit, he's not hurting for money.
I'm not saying he hurting for money. I'm just saying the $100 million area that I feel like he should be in, I feel like he's not there. And yeah, you got a restaurant. Yeah, that's a couple meal here and there, especially with partnerships. You break that in half. But I mean, you could have at least officially announced it or say you've been giving it some thought, but to like just basically disrespect what a lot of people are still doing and say that, oh, you're not doing that no more. Like, I really hope the lawsuit money do pop through, because if it don't, and you have to get back out here and do $40,000 and $50,000 shows, which by the way ain't a small piece of change, then I mean, hey, you know what I think it is? I think his little son's show price starting to become relevant to what his show price is. Not the same.
Who?
His
sons. Ain't none of them kids getting no 50, 60 grand a show.
They not getting 50, 60. I'm not saying that. I said relative. So if I'm getting 5, 10, you see what I'm saying? Like, these are rich TV kids.
I think you off. I think you're off with this one. I really do. I don't think it's about the money. I think it's
about time. If it ain't about the money, then what is it about? It can't be. Why is it the same week that he announced his retirement? I can't let that part go.
That's a personal issue. I mean, that's all it is. I mean, you think he got the 17 million already? He didn't. First of all, he did not get 71 million. They did not give him a tiny 71 million. Their cut or their portion was 17 million.
So I feel like it's money. I feel like it's directly related with money. But you know what? That's just me.
Yep, there you go. So, man, look, moving on, man. So, if you don't know, man, speaking of money, Elon Musk.
It's all about the Benjamins.
Elon Musk dropped a.
He dropped.
He dropped the Optimus Prime.
That boy
man.
be dropping a lot, though. He dropped SpaceX rocket. They finna go out there and get them boys.
They already back.
They dropped
SpaceX
a new Robo. Did you see the Robo van?
I did. I seen the Robo van.
Man, now you telling me he done dropped something else? What did he drop this time?
He has a robot named Optimus. Optimus
what? Prime?
He didn't call it Prime. It's just called Optimus. But if you see the picture, it looks just like
just when you thought Twitter was gonna take his net worth down.
iRobot and Optimus. It's the same thing. When that face turned red, your ass better get gone. I can already see them running down the street chasing y'all little kids and shit. Listen, I don't know about this one. I know we can't stop the future. I seen T.I. and not T.I., but 2 Chainz and Sway Lee out there playing with him. The robots wouldn't even touch people, but they can sing songs. They knew he was out there singing the Spider-Man theme song and shit. I was like, wow, amazing. They can cook for you. They can drive for you. They can do all this stuff for you, but they think on their own. Did y'all not see Terminator? Did y'all not see iRobot?
Yeah, I think they're getting a lot of their ideas from these movies.
I don't think they're getting the ideas from the movies. I'm not going to even go down that wormhole. You see what I did there? But I think a lot of times we taking it too far. Like I really believe this is the beginning of the end. Once people start having robots, can you imagine having a fully automated robot in your house every day? No, so now you come home, you don't have to cook. The robot done cooked. Hell, I'm sure these women gonna get them some strap-ons or something. But they're gonna be having sex with the wives. Man. Turn into a female robot. Go in the other room. Have sex with the husband. Elon, that's a good idea. Get you some female robots.
Leave and then you got to believe they on the way. Then leave. Go in the kitchen. Clean up the kitchen. Go to the kids' room. Sing them a lullaby.
What happened when they start talking back? What happened when they start disobeying? Like, that ain't a good idea. I know what you're telling me to do, but so if I tell this robot, hey, Optimus, go out there and run in front of this 18-wheeler and stop it, he gonna tell me no? That means they can make logical decisions. So they may not agree. They may feel like it's best for you to no longer live. Like it's too much. It's too many questions. Yeah. It's too much.
I think it's more dangerous even from a surveillance standpoint because all of a sudden they're gonna say, "Oh, we fixing a bug on it," and actually the camera done got dusty. And
I'm sure the police already got them.
Recall on it, and it's like so now, are the robots gonna go to jail?
They got a jail for robots. Y'all threw the Mexicans down there in Texas. What y'all gonna do with the robots?
What are they gonna do with the robots? It's really scary, bro. Once you think about it.
Listen, I joke a lot.
I don't want no robot. So you ask me, would I pay for it? Hell no.
I like the Cybertruck. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, and I don't even like it no more, man. I saw it the other day and I was like, it's kind of like that was so last month. Like I'm ready for something else. So that's why when I saw that Robo van, what they calling it. I was like, now that look like it's from the future. That Cybertruck look like it's from the distant past, like it was on the moon or something.
Hey, man, listen, it's a new day, man. Krook, you ready to get up to this straight up and down, man, or you had some more to talk about?
We're going to change the name to straight up and down to straight up or down.
Straight up or down, okay.
Straight up or down. Thumbs up or thumbs down. If you had a girl and your girl cheated with a female, but afterwards she offered you a threesome in the future, would you forgive her? You would. Phew. Okay. Beyonce, right? You were referring to Beyonce's internet. You better not thumbs down or you know what's going to happen. I mean, she's a billionaire, right? I mean, she got a resume that you can only dream of. And, I mean, in some respects, I mean, her portfolio could be seen as complete. Is she going to be the next one to retire? No.
No. Definitely not.
Okay. All right.
Too much tread on them tires.
Those views are the views of DJ October.
She got some life left in her. She ain't gonna stop.
Kanye West, his divorce is on the rocks, and he got some rumblings of some sexual assault cases coming up.
Them Diddy parties.
Is Kanye going to jail? Diddy's in jail.
I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the Kanye charges.
You're not familiar.
No, I hadn't heard anything about the sexual assault charge from Kanye.
You haven't heard?
No.
Yep.
Who he touching? I mean, all he dated is white women.
Yeah, and they saying
Kim
that some
Kardashian
stuff went
lookalikes.
down at the Diddy parties. And
He was at the Diddy. Yeah.
Yeah,
If they said he did it, he did it. Yep.
So you saying yes, he is going to jail?
I don't know about going to jail. I mean, sure I'm sure he's.
You don't know enough to make a.
Yeah. No, I don't know enough.
We'll let you.
I would assume he's not gonna get the same lawyer Diddy got.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Switching gears. 800 credit score for life, or a one-time payment of $350,000. Which one you taking?
One-time payment
of $350,000.
Yep.
All right. Your boy, Donald J. Trump, has said, the Dunster, he said out his own mouth that he will be dictator for a day when he's elected. The question is, you think he's going to be dictator for more than a day when he gets elected?
I don't know. I don't think he's getting elected.
If he's elected, he's already said he's going to be dictator for a day. If he's elected,
we're not going to even manifest this bullshit. No. He's not going to. If he gets in there, his motherfucker going to be dictator till the end, till he die, till that. Yeah. Nah. You're not winning, Don. You're not.
All right. And my last one is just kind of a switch up, but it's an either or. Is it worse to find a woman in a strip club or better to find a man in a church?
Is it worse to find a woman in a strip club or better to find a man in a church? I would probably say man in the church. Again, I have no problem with strippers. I love y'all.
I guess I'm asking the wrong person, huh?
Yeah. I'm heavily biased on this one. Like I say, I got a couple of friends that are exotic dancers, strippers,
and there
things
it
of
is.
that nature. I don't see y'all as much as I used to. Shout out to Tamika. But yeah,
You trying to get in trouble now, man?
No. I'm staying out of trouble. I said I don't see y'all nearly as much as I used to. I mean, thank God for Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and some of the other social media platforms like X. But yeah, no, man, it's I guess they say men in the church are supposed to be good, holy men. A lot of women want men of God. That's probably why y'all picking wrong. Y'all, that's not y'all. That's not y'all. Y'all want to be men of women or women of God, but, and this might be a little fucked up to say, but usually it's after something has happened that's tragic.
Ooh.
Like for the women who naturally find God has been raised, they have that in them. Most of those women are married.
Are they?
Yeah, some of them go through divorces too, but most of those women are married with families. I'm not saying they have the best life, according to social media they may, but a lot of these women it's damn near torture bonding or trauma bonding. Like y'all have been out here, like some of these women who date other women now. Like you got 7 kids and now
October
you dating
says
women.
that they're trauma bonding.
Trauma bonding. You know what I'm saying? Y'all.
These
y'all
are the views of DJ October.
Absolutely. Check. Some of y'all go through so much shit with some of these nothing ass niggas who you picked. And I ain't gonna even say niggas, white men, Asian men, all men in general.
Yeah.
A lot of these men are the men that you picked. So you want the nigga that's popular or the man that's rich, and this man ain't shit. But you don't care to know that because you looking past Urkels and the DJ Snoops because you want to, you know what I'm saying? You want a DJ Drama, DJ October. Like, it doesn't, little shade. But no, man, it's real. Like, a lot of these women, they have such bad selection. And I think a lot of that has to do is it can get deep. A lot of that has to do with the home life. You know, they seen their mama run, 20, 30 different niggas in front of them.
Did they?
They seen they grandmama's single once Papa passed, and it's just it's a lot about the
not they mammies. You talking about they mammies now?
Mammies,
hey, look, let me tell you something.
Whatever y'all want to call them.
That's your man over there.
Hey, listen, I
ain't said none of that right
this
there.
This is the truth. This what Cat Williams said. 2024 is the year of the truth. If you want to find a man, stop looking for all the shit on your checklist and let God present to you what you deserve. It might not be the nigga in a Mercedes right now. It might not be the nigga in a Tesla right now. It might not be. It might be one of these rap niggas. But as long as you are happy as a person, as a human being, not according to social media, but your life is good and your life is fulfilling.
Preach to him.
That's all that matters, man. I'm not the richest nigga. I'm not the wealthiest nigga. But I do right by my family.
There you go.
Everybody I deal with, I do right by.
Okay.
And that's the biggest lesson, man. That's my takeaway for the day, man. Do right.
Do right.
Kill everything. Drake. Krook, you got anything before we get out of here, man?
Man, that's it, man.
That's how we end the show, man. Listen, women, do right. If you need some advice, I do counseling as well. I got a couple of different streams of income.
No, you don't.
If you need some advice, I do counseling, single women counseling.
Look somebody up in the yellow pages.
Come to me. I got my license on Beyonce's internet, so I'm legit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, listen.
I was gonna come at you, man. You keep on talking about Beyonce.
It is Beyonce's
on
internet.
The slide.
That's
Nah, you being sarcastic and they picking up on it a little bit.
You're being sarcastic. I love Beyonce. I let my daughter listen to her. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, man. But listen, make sure y'all follow us, man. Make sure you hit that like button, click subscribe, hit the notifications. Make sure you tuned in, man, to the High Impact Podcast, man. Each and every Wednesday we right here, man, on Alabama Hip Hop Radio. Make sure if you don't do nothing else, stop what you're doing right now. Go get that October 22nd, Volume 3. Put it in your saves. It's going to pop up on all your streaming platforms this Friday. Make sure you save it. Make sure you get ready, pre-save it, have it ready to go. So on Tuesday morning when you hit pop up, that's going to be the first thing you hear, baby. We ain't taking no prisoners. October 22nd, Volume 3. Oktoberfest 24. Tuesday, October 22nd at 509 Live, man. Doors open early. We open the doors at 5 p.m. Libra's free all night. Free till 7 p.m. Free till 7 p.m. I don't care if you're a Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, whatever it is. Y'all free till 7 p.m.
Shout out to the November Scorpios.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to them weird October Scorpios. Y'all kind of weird. I love y'all. My mom's one. I love y'all to death, but y'all kind of weird, man. Shout out to the Scorpios. But yeah, man, like I say, come check us out, man. Tuesday, October 22nd at 509 Live. Hey, man, I'm trying to get Krook to come in there and do some live broadcasts and go live from the show, man. So if y'all want to see Krook in the building, man, y'all drop a comment or something. I know y'all niggas don't be watching to the very end. So if you watch this far, let me know. Send me your Cash App. If you watch to this far,
the Cash App,
send me your Cash App.
Ooh.
I'm going to send you a request.
On the comment.
Hey, all right, man. Look, man. DJ October, the world famous. Got my brother DJ Krook.
Yeah, send it to him.
Yeah. Send me the Cash App. I'm going to send you a request for some money. Fuck around and find out. Y'all be blessed, man. We out.
We out.
Chill. Ooh-ah!
Let's do it.